Chainz, it's good to see you.
It's good to see you too.
Looking very wealthy, rich,
happy.
very happy, accomplished.
Common denominator. Happy.
You know what? I was really excited about you coming in today because it's not just about you, because it's always usually about you. Being that you've been in the game so successful, you've made it time and time and time again. You understand the importance of being a great artist and really just continuing to adapt. Right. But I'm excited because you brought your artists with you and you guys put out your compilation out the other week, which is exciting. So I want everybody to introduce themselves.
Hi, how you doing?
Hi.
I go by the name of Skooly.
Yep.
Hey, what's going on? I'm WORL. Hott Locked N.
I'm Sleepy Rose.
Okay. So where's everybody from?
I'm from the south side of Atlanta, College Park area, Gabby Road, all that type stuff like that.
I'm from College Park.
Everyone's from Atlanta.
Southside. Yeah, we are from Atlanta.
Everyone's from Atlanta. Okay, I love Atlanta. Lots of great legends come out of Atlanta. Does that put pressure on you all? I mean, you're sitting next to one right now.
A lot of pressure.
Is that why everyone's so quiet today?
Sometimes a lot of pressure.
In 2 Chainz, for you, you know, what is it that you saw in each individual that made you want to sign them and want you to be here? Because this is a big cosign.
Yeah.
And we do have to respect the cosign.
Yeah. First of all, I hadn't done this before, so this was a new chapter in my life. As far as I've had a label for some time, but I hadn't had an official label where I partnered with someone, which I did this time with Atlantic Records.
Right.
Secondly, I wanted to get acts that was from my backyard, that was from Atlanta first. You know, I'm going to venture out and obviously, you know, seek new talent. But my original cast members, I wanted them to be from the city. That was my way of giving back. You know what I mean? And so Skooly was the first one. He's been one of the leading founders of the new school Atlanta rap since he was 13, 14 years old, from this group called Rich Kids. So I've always thought he was a superstar back when he was, you know, still in high school. I thought he was out of here. And then WORL came to me by way of one of my homeboys from the street. We was just on YouTube, and he showed me a documentary that WORL did in his neighborhood called 4 Seasons, and the message and the agenda he was trying to push, which was called No Child Left Behind. I just loved the message, you know what I mean? I thought it was very creative. And then the last two, which would be Sleepy Rose and Hott Locked N, I have a friend named Big who I went to school with. We close, we brothers, and his son unfortunately got killed a year or so ago. And so with all that happening, I hired Big to be my A&R for the Real You Records, and he brought in Hott and Sleepy Rose, who are cousins of his son.
Got it.
Long live Rich and best friend of his son. So we all got together. We built a relationship, learned what each other kind of like, don't like, you know, space and everything. But the thing that I haven't, and I'm going to be honest, I've helped them with so many phases of the game, but the part that I have not helped them with was the music part. Nothing to do with studio etiquette, how to have work ethic.
They got that.
Yeah, and that's the hard part.
It is.
For artists.
Yes.
So, like, yeah, I'm just like, you know, I might every now and then say, like, you know, talking to Mike, you know, no gum. I might just say something small just to make it, because it took me years to get here. I'm just got them skipping courses. I'm just like, you don't even got to go through this course. I'm going to tell you, you know what I mean? And that's how I'm helping them. But when it comes to, like, just studio etiquette and then using their pain to make a profit out of it, they really know how to do that.
Which is a blessing. It's a gift and a curse, right? Because when you have such great talent and it comes, I'm not going to say easy, but it's more fluid for y'all, you know, then it's like, okay, so how do you keep challenging yourself? Like, are there things that you guys are going through now when you're in the studio and you're like, I want to redo that. I want to get better. Are you motivated in a different way? Now, you know, the game's different now. There's more eyes on you. Let's start with you.
I don't think it's easy at all. Like, I don't want to say nothing about it easy. It's a hard life. Like, this career hard. Like, me coming into it, I'm thinking, when I'm signing 2 Chainz, first video, I'm drop 1 million views. Not like that, but you got to work. Like, but you gotta put your all into it. Like,
Right.
just being inside him ain't gonna get you nowhere. You gotta put your own, and make your own name. Like, you feel me? You gotta get out there yourself. Like,
Right. What's been the biggest lesson that you've learned being with 2 Chainz and, just being able to have that person that cares about you?
leave the block. Like, the block ain't hitting on nothing. The block ain't giving me nothing nowhere but another case. You feel me? Or dead, but that's about the only thing. Like, I had a hard time with leaving the block. Like, that was my biggest deal. Like, I couldn't leave the block alone.
2 Chainz, what do you say to help him get through that? Because this isn't the first time we hear of that, right? Like, how do you transition? How do you say, okay, now let's focus on becoming a business person? And it's not saying that you can't give back, you can't go back and help, but how do you help somebody transition?
Well, it's almost the first time for me because most of the people that say they can't leave the block, for me, they're almost my age and they just stuck in their ways and I can't help them, or they don't have anything to bring to the table,
Right.
to where I could swap out this job for your time.
Right.
Hott, who was just talking then, he talented.
Right.
Like, he got this rap stuff in the bag. He just stubborn and he's just hard-headed, you know what I'm saying? But part of that comes from his upbringing. And
Right.
so once you understand his story, you try to work with it. I mean, you want to slap him around sometimes, obviously.
Right,
But it's
of
like you
course.
want to slap sense into him because you're trying to tell him, like, anybody can see this a dead end. I don't understand how you can't see it. So for me, it's just me reminding them constantly, like, you are a rapper now. Like,
Right.
you're not like, you're a rapper. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, you're a rapper
You're
now.
not trying to get, discovered.
Yeah.
Right? It's like levels to it. I'm sure you
Yeah.
guys know that, right? It's not like, hey, click on my link on Instagram. It's
Right.
not that anymore. It's like, no, this is a real situation for you. And that changes the game for everything. How's everybody's family dealing with this? Are they excited? Do they kind of understand what's going on? Are they looking forward to this?
Very much supportive, really. My family.
Yeah.
I'm very family orientated. I'm Skooly,
Yeah.
by the way. I'm very family orientated. My mom, pops, sister, my niece, my baby. I have no children, so that's my baby. Everybody, my whole family, my grandmother. I love my grandmothers. One of them is gone. One of them still living. I look like her. When I get drunk, like I look like her. This is like twins, like.
Right.
But like, yeah. So I grew up with all women anyway. So I woke up to music every morning, cleaning up stuff like that. So when I started making music, it made them feel
Happy.
very, very good.
Do they get nervous for you in this industry?
Yeah, especially when stuff happens outside, you
Right.
know, and all type of stuff happen in the street. Because I like to be outside. I'm
Right.
outside. I'm always outside. So,
Now, but we do hear your voice a lot, right? Because you do the voice work. Got London on the track,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Metro
yeah.
Boomin. So we are very familiar with your voice. How did that happen, Skooly?
actually, London on the track. London, when I was in Rich Kids,
Right.
we were kind of like all signed together. He was signed to us.
Got you.
London was signed to the Rich Kids, me and Caleb. So we used to work so much. He was like, just like do this tag, and it was just my voice was kind of like more distinctive than it is now. I feel like, and that sound kind of like stuck out.
It did. It does.
I sound young, but it's
Nah.
still like a tag.
It's
like,
good.
That's why I'm saying it was
It's
distinctive
good.
like that. So, and it just stuck like, and I feel like he didn't change it till about 2 years ago. He didn't start getting different ones till about like 2 years ago. Like now he got like different ones. but
Right.
He still use mine.
Nah, yeah, no. I like yours. We'll talk about that. Okay, so tell me a little bit more about your family and how are they feeling with everything that you got going on?
I'm WORL. I got a big support system. Like
Good.
my family, my team, like we support each other all the time. Anytime each other drop, we put it on our Instagram. But
Right.
my mom, she always there. My old lady player, she always there. Like anything I got going on with the music, showing up to shows, I got a good support system.
That's great. You're going to need that.
Yeah, you definitely need it in
The
this
game gets crazy. I'm sure you know, you have someone that can tell you it gets real crazy. So it's good to have a good support system. And the support system isn't always blood, you know.
Most definitely.
You know, it could be whoever holds you down in
That can be the person you met 2 days ago.
Facts.
And like, you know, somebody 10
Absolutely.
years and they come around and, hey,
right. Man, absolutely. All right, so let me know a little bit about you and your family. How they feeling about all of this right now? They nervous?
They feeling good. I don't really talk to my family like that though.
Right. How about your friends and how's everybody? Like, is it brand new for them or is this something that they knew you already wanted to do so they're not really surprised?
Yeah, the whole block knew I wanted to rap.
Yeah.
I mean, my whole family knew I wanted to rap. Everybody knew I wanted to rap. It was just something I wasn't really doing.
Right.
I just woke up one day and took it serious for real.
Yeah. So how much has life changed for you at this point? Or does it still feel like, all right, pretty much the same? Or what has changed? Is it like traveling? Things that you really...
Everything changed. My appearance changed. The way I carry myself, the way I handle myself. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Everything changed. I ain't gonna cap you down like it ain't changed. My whole
Right.
life changed.
You liking the change?
Yeah, I like it.
So far so good.
For
That's
sure.
good. That's good. Okay, let me hear a little bit about you.
Just want to know.
You know, tell me about your friends, your family. I know you just got out of court, you caught a flight, you got here. How's your family feeling about this transition? Because this is, you know, it's a great
They
situation.
feel great. Like, coming from the background where I come from, when nobody expected me to be this, like, nobody. So everybody, like, they feel great about it. Like, mom, dude, she trying to figure out where the cho-cho's at, man. She need a new car, new house, all that, new clothes, everything, new jewelry on the way. I got you. You feel me? I'm trying to go big, man. I'm trying to change everybody's life the same way my life would change. Like, I just want everybody to be great. Everybody
Absolutely.
not want for nothing. Everybody wealthy, healthy. It's just good.
Right. What would you say is the one thing they're going to take away from your music personally? Because everybody here, because I just want to make sure everybody knows it's not a group. Everybody's signed with 2 Chainz, but everybody's their own individual person.
absolutely.
And not to say that you guys don't, you know, obviously support each other because you guys are all
For
signed
sure.
together, right? But every single person here is their own artist. So one word to describe your music, what would that be? We'll start with you, Skooly.
Passionate.
2 Chainz, you agree with that word?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I say dedication. Like, okay, everybody got pain and stuff like that, struggling and stuff in their music, but I feel like if you actually like do your research and just look at my background and like really see where I come from, and you'll see like, man, I don't really made it. Like,
He's dedicated.
Dedicated for real. Like, I made it to be something for real.
Mm-hmm.
Confused. Confused on mine.
Why is that?
Cause you're gonna hear a different sound every time. You might don't even know it's me on the song.
I like that though. You know, I think that's important because that's very vulnerable. When you say that, that's like, hey, you're being very vulnerable and sharing that. That's, you know, some of the greats, we love their vulnerability. When we hear that, it's like Tupac, right? The vulnerable side. Like you get the good, the bad, the everything in it. So I like that description.
With me, I say motivation. And the reason I say that, it don't matter what line of work you in. Like, you can be on the bus on the way to work and pop in WORL, and they gonna make you want to go hard or whatever you do.
Why do you want to motivate others?
Cause I be motivated by music.
And so what would you say a soundtrack or an artist that's motivated you, that you're just like, wow, the power of music. This song right here, every time I hear this song, it gives me a special feeling.
I say Tupac.
My guy. Okay. Is there a specific song?
My favorite Tupac song is Until the End of Time.
Really?
That's dope. That's the hardest
No, it's
pop
good.
song ever.
I'm not used to anybody really picking that one. I like that.
He went crazy. He go crazy all the time, but that song right there just really get me in my feeling, and I just think about all the places I want to be.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me about the compilation. What the name? Who came up with it? No face, no case. 2 Chainz, you did?
Yeah, I came up with the name. It was based off this concept that I got just digging on the internet from the 1920s, I want to say 1910s. It was this gang, they were called the Purple Gang, and they took pictures with fedoras in their face and with like their hand in their face, you know what I'm saying, like a little crime syndicate. So me and the guys, we all got tailored up at Miguel's, black on suit makeup at Lennox, up at Phipps. No, it's Lennox, right? Yeah, but
Next to Lennox.
Oh,
no, it was Phipps. I mean, they're right across the street from each other.
Right.
So it's still a big deal.
Right, it is, yeah.
I'll make sure my boy get his plug.
right.
So we all, you know what I'm saying? We all got it together. We all put it on, and we shot we did a few different looks as far as the photo shoot, and then the one that stood out to me the most when I got all the proofs back was the one where we all had our face covered up. So I was dealing with these two album titles. One was Looking Like It, because we always know how to just look like it.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's just that. And then the other one was No Face, No Case, based off the concept I had from the crime syndicate. So when I saw that picture, I'm like, this best describes this picture, No Face, No Case.
Right.
And then how I flipped it for the album was me just having the initial feeling of music discovery of new talent. So we're discovering, so now you're listening to this music, you're discovering the music first, not who has the longest hair or the colored eyes or whatever that makes you. We're just doing straight. When you hear this project, this compilation, you're supposed to discover the new, hottest, latest from Atlanta, Georgia, which have been spitting out the hottest, newest, latest for the past 2 decades.
Right.
And so I feel like I have that in my crew.
Right.
So when you listen to that, you get to be like, I like this guy hot. Then you do your research, find out who these guys is individual, and that's your reveal of their faces.
You know, that's rare nowadays. You know, people aren't
Thinking,
and they don't want their music to be really what's being discovered. They want to look to be discovered, right? So I really enjoy you focusing on wanting their talents to be showcased. Again, this is the difference of like another artist that would come in that doesn't have 2 Chainz, and not just 2 Chainz. Like, there are a lot of other people who co-sign artists that don't look out for them. That's just how this game goes at times. But when you hear him saying right now, oh, I want them to hear the music first before they start to dissect you physically, that's important. That's rare in this game nowadays. People almost don't want that. They're kind of like, well, what's the shtick? Right? They're kind of like, well, what do they look like? What do they do?
how many chains does he?
Yeah. How many likes do they have on a post where they're, doing something silly? So I like that the focus is on music. And you guys worked with Quavo on the compilation. How was that?
Dope.
I like Quavo. I feel like he has good energy. You know what I mean?
He's absolutely. Go ahead.
Wait. Grab. Yeah, wait. Yeah.
Quavo put on for the city. The whole QC put on for the city. They be doing.
I feel like Quavo shows people so much love, and you don't have to have made it, but he just likes to show people love. Like, if you just do good music, he'll be like, all right, let me work with you, which is
solid. Yeah,
right. And I like. So how did that come about? 2 Chainz, you made that call, or was he already checking for everybody?
Man, Quavo secretly had been working on a slick damn near project. We got about 20 songs together.
Damn.
And so when he came over to get me on, what's the name of the one I just did?
That's how many there are. It's like, wait, what was the name of that one? It will come to you.
Yeah, it's not dead, man. I just did another one for him though. Whatever it was, I can't remember right now. But he came over to my spot. Then he said he didn't want to put out the last project without me on it. So I did it. And before he left, I was telling my engineer, I told Nolan, like, pull up something quick. And then when I'm thinking like that, I'm thinking too hard. So I'm trying to think of the producer. I want to make sure I don't have no sample in it. I want to make sure I ain't got no problem with the producer. So I said, like, pull up some of the Mondos right quick. That's one of our partners from the studio in the A. And so he pulled up something, and I just started freestyling before he could pack up and leave. And I told him I want my SWAT right now before he go. And he went crazy. He didn't even remember he went crazy. And then my hook was so repetitive because I know for a fact I was rushing this whole process just to get a song done.
Right.
I let Skate hear, which is Skooly. I let Skooly hear.
Yeah.
And he came up with a hook that was way better than mine. And so that's how he even got on it. Like he came up with a hook that I like.
No pressure, right?
We like each other hook. That's why I said
Yeah.
He came with something. I was like, that's hard. So I took me off of it. I took me off that part, and I put him on it.
You're humble to do
it's
that.
It's supposed to be the betterment for everybody, right?
Right.
I can't let no ego get in the
Nah,
way.
2 Chainz, you know this game. You know ego drives a lot of people.
Yeah.
So the fact that you were, all right, yours sounded better, I'm going to go with that one. That's a...
We 2 player. When I did my We 2 player verse for them, that's what happened. And then I swapped out Reliable for We 2 player. So I let you know too how records can
happen, right?
And also feel timeless, right? Because that was out a year or so ago, and I just been sitting on that record because I knew it was hard and it wasn't really like a super urgency for it.
Right.
But I found a better place to put it where it could get maximize its potential, and that was on this compilation.
How important is timing, 2 Chainz? I think this is a gem I think they would like to hear, because sometimes we rush. You remember this time when you were first getting into the game and not, hey, check me out. They're on now at this point. How important is...
Say that again?
They're on. Y'all already on.
They on?
They on. Let me tell you why.
Why?
The fact that you're here right now and you're not sending other people, hey, check my link out and there's nothing wrong with that. But to be honest, how many are going to, who's going to really transition from that? It's tough. It's tough to even just get put on. Now the question is, do you stay on, right? And that comes from work ethics. That comes from undeniable talent, which obviously hearing it from 2 Chainz right now saying is that's not the problem for you guys, right? Having undeniable talent.
No problem at all.
See? So you already got one thing down. Now the question is the work ethic. The work ethic is really what determines most people in this game. That's why sometimes you might see someone, you're like, how are they still... And you're not trying to throw shade at them, but you're like...
He's still around.
He's still... This is strange right now.
They're probably talking about me like that.
Come on. No.
I know how to re-rock myself, though.
You've been consistently working. Yeah. Right. You know this game. You could be so talented. If you are not consistent and unapologetic about your work, it just kind of goes away. So at this point, it's about consistency and the work ethics that comes from this. 2 Chainz, what would you say is your biggest concern for everybody here? Being that you invested time and energy, and I'm sure finances.
So don't forget money.
Okay,
Let's be real. Time and money, a lot of money.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, a lot of money.
It is when you sign. When you want artists to do it, and that's the other part. What he's saying right now, I don't know if you guys are like hearing. Really, what he's saying is that a lot of times these labels and other artists who put artists on, they don't invest the money. And so you just kind of shelved.
Yeah, or sometimes if you have to wait on the label to okay something, you just do it out of your pocket.
It's the worst.
And it can get,
It's a really bad feeling. So what do you worry about for them? Being that you've been in the game for a long time.
Them not understanding the moment that they're in. Because the only reason I can say that for them, I ain't down in them. I went through the same thing.
Right.
Like when I'm doing 2 shows a night in 2 different states,
it's
3
tiring.
shows a night. The night I missed my daughter being born, I had 3 shows and I just never forgave myself. I didn't even go to the 3rd show, you know what I'm saying? But after the 2nd show, I cut everything, and by the time I flew home, my wife had my 2nd kid, and that was just because I was just moving so much, worried about getting sued, just so much stuff on my mind, concerned with money like a dummy, just everything, you know what I'm saying, that I can never, ever get back. So I never did that again. People have to remind me of those moments because I was just programmed just to go hard and not stop and just, look back at stuff. Like a lot of stuff that people are just not doing, going. Like I've been to Dubai 8 times or 9 times, you know what I'm saying? So I don't even buy condoras no more or nothing like that. It's just certain stuff that I don't do because I did it years ago. It's just Man, I'm super blessed. One thing I realized I'm blessed, but I didn't live in the moment. I never was like, I'm at the MTV Awards. I'm about to perform at the, I'm here. I just got a Grammy. I really just be thinking it's supposed to be like that when it really don't.
Right.
So I can even if I can't understand the moment like I'm understanding now.
Right. The moment.
Yeah. It's when you going through the moment, like now, especially, it's like when you start getting money and bags of money and well, you can't count. You just running. You can't, man. And I think all of them, I know all of them, or I wouldn't even rock with them. They had the potential to get so hot that, man, you can't count your back end. Like, it's that much money coming in. You know what I'm saying? So it's like once you get to that point where you're making #1 records, features, and man, it's just a lot. And all of them have that ability to somebody, well, I can see them getting phone calls like, we want Shawty on this record. We want
of course,
bro on this record. And it's just a start for them. But like even at this particular start, they further than people could get.
Yes.
Yeah, they got a huge head start.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, you guys know that, right? Like, you guys gotta.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's such a beautiful time. I'm excited for you guys because we don't see artists coming in a game being nurtured and looked out for anymore, right? They don't have somebody really caring. And that's why you do see artists lose everything they have within years. And nobody cares. And it doesn't make anybody feel good, but it's nice to have somebody. And those are I'm sure you guys ask whatever questions you ask, but those are real questions to ask. Like, how do you save money? How do you invest? I mean, 2 Chainz invests.
Man, I have a really diverse portfolio. I have Lyft. I have.
You really?
Yeah, I
didn't know Lyft was on that portfolio.
Mm-hmm. In mine, I have T.R.U. I have. Oh man, I want to say 4 or 5 investments in my portfolio. The tour one just came out.
Right.
I don't even know because they never come out. You know what I'm saying? Until you sell or whatever. So that came out. I think they were going for another round to raise some more money. But a friend of mine came to me. We got this thing going on. They closed and such. Wanted me to vet through it. And I just remember how stupid I thought Uber was at first. Like, who the hell gonna do that?
And we all use it.
Yeah. And so when I thought how stupid this T.R.U. thing could be, I'm like, everybody gonna use this service because it's just like...
It's convenience at this point, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's the word.
Convenience. I just want it's convenient.
It's convenient. That's the word.
Right.
That's the word. When they come up with technology that's just convenient.
Everything's convenient now.
It's something to indulge in or to at least think about. So
when did you realize it was important for you to invest money?
When I got out the streets and became a rapper, because I've been around so long, I've seen rich people lose all their money. That junk is looking crazy. When you got to sell your house, or lose your house, and if you have a certain, so that's the thing. I was more arrogant before I got on. Before I got on, I thought I was better than everybody. I can beat everybody. I can outdress. Then when I got on, my boy Big said I got humble. Like, I be so humble, but it's because when a part of the rap game is being cocky. So you're supposed to like go hard and talk. You're supposed to pop it.
Right.
But I seen people who pop it.
Lose it.
And man, they can't even come around no more. They can't even show their face no more.
Right.
It's 10s and 20 of them, you know what I mean? So you got to pop it light, you know what I mean? You got to like, you know what I'm saying? You just got to show it to them, put it in their face, you know what I'm saying? Keep making power moves, and that's what I'm always doing. Like, I'm always thinking like, what haven't I done? You know what I mean? I'm on a part of this team in Atlanta. That's an NBA product. I got some lounges in Atlanta. That's a business. I got a Grammy. I ain't never thought I could do that. I ain't never put nobody else on. That's what I said. I had a label, but I ain't put nobody on. I ain't like put nobody
on where you invest your time,
I'm looking
money.
At somebody like, man, like I'm almost, you know what I'm saying? Me and God, one of the reasons why this person here, you know what I'm saying? So like I would love to do that. I would just love to just put somebody on. That's where I'm at right.
You're so invested in this. You know, when I'm looking at, I'm like, you're so invested. This is like, emotionally invested, which is the greatest kind of investment you want, right? Because if it's just like superficial, it's whatever, all right, you don't want to be here, cool, but you're emotionally invested in everybody here right now.
I really am. I don't know. I really am. I'm in too deep.
It might be too much at times where you're just like, damn, is this over the top right now? Where I'm all up in their face all the time?
Yes, because they too cool for me, man. I'm just like, I don't know, but it could be different things and different reasons. But,
right.
I know they excited, but I also know that they figuring things out, man.
Right.
If things moving,
fast.
if things moving fast, I just was telling them we about to drop an album.
Right.
I'm telling them we working on an album.
Right.
I'm telling them like this not gonna be on like my pill for live mixtape. I'm just letting them know like we're gonna put this on, some major platforms,
some
streaming services, and everybody was like, cool. But then that more done came out now, you know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like I'm just trying to get them to understand, like, and I think everybody understand these interviews. They've been good because we've been really going hard. We all fatigued. We worked hard yesterday in L.A. We all caught a red eye. Like Hott said, he went to court and caught back up with us. But we all a little fatigued. But that's a part of this.
It's part of the grind.
But they don't even know behind their back. I've been told them. I'm done. Like,
right.
Everybody else telling me to come do it, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't really like do this no more.
No.
Like I don't do this too much anymore because I just don't be wanting to do this no more.
Because you've done it.
Yeah, I've done it so many times. Yeah, and it's like it's nothing too new under the sun unless I drop the project and people want to know how something certainly. But it's not nothing too much new under the sun that I'm holding back. So for me, I want to just really show them the etiquette, even if you're having a bad day, like all of us are tired, come in here and at least show you some love because of the type of person you're going to always be around.
Right.
So it's good to leave you know what I'm saying, with some good vibes. And that's all it is for the most part. I'm going to stick by them because I want to see them win. I want to rock with them. I'm not rocking with them for my health. I want to see one of them.
I was going to say it's probably, look, as much as you love everybody, it's still work, right? And you're carrying this as a reflection of you. Yeah. So that's where the emotional investment comes into it. It's like, no, you win, that means we all win, right? Everybody that wins here is a reflection of each other. So now the stakes are higher, right? Because it's not like WORL can do something and it doesn't reflect on Skooly, right? And it all ultimately reflects on 2 Chainz. And do you know what I mean? And it's like you want everybody to win. Everybody wins, not just you winning, it's your family winning, and it's your niece that wins. Everybody gets to enjoy this win right now. And 2 Chainz, I didn't know you could hoop that good. Side note, because when you talk about the NBA project that you got going on, I didn't know you could ball like that. And Katrina, my best friend who's in the studio right now running my show, she's like, 2 Chainz probably, when he came in the game, I would say probably was almost like known for being like just really good at playing basketball more than music. Why didn't you just go and just pursue that?
Basketball and trapping was my occupation, so I didn't have a primary one because I was torn between the two. And that's a confession from a real true hustler. I enjoyed selling packs as much as I enjoyed shooting jump shots. So when all of that was out of my system, I only enjoy doing music every day, and it's been that way for over 10 years. But originally, when I was granted the gift to play basketball, I'm 6'5" in front of you right now. I was some people 6'5" don't have much.
Hey, I was gonna say that,
coordination or whatever, but I was born with coordination. I've been playing ball since I was young, and I loved it, so it came naturally. If I worked on my game, there's no telling where I would be. It was nothing that I did like after practice to work on my game except play street ball. But what I did after practice, most of the time, was picked up my book bag and hustled, you know what I mean, and made my little move. So when you're doing anything 50-50, you can't win.
You never win it.
One. Yeah,
you never win.
That's the truth.
Dad, I didn't know it was like that.
It's really like that. It's like that.
I don't know, man. Playing ball seems, like it's a little bit more stable than the rap game, but the fact that you believed in yourself that much is just a testament of the work ethics.
Well, I knew I was. So when you somebody or something, it. It's like I knew I was somebody. I just didn't know what I was going to be. I didn't even know I was going to be a rapper. I just knew I had
something.
I had a quality that was different. I just knew it. And I was around people older than me, people richer than me. You know what I'm saying? People who had more girls, cars, and everything. But it was just something I knew about me. It was a crazy feeling. I could not describe it, and I still can't describe it to this day. But I knew I was going to be something. I knew I was going to be popping. I never, ever, ever seen myself being in traffic on the way to work. I never had that vision in my mind with a suit on,
right,
looking in the rearview mirror, trying to get off an exit. I never seen that in my daddy never had a job. I never seen him go to work a day in my life. He had Cadillacs, scales, weed, pistols, dogs, and I'm a product of where he is. My mom, college graduate. I went to college, graduated, so I'm a mixture of both. But that's where that 50-50 come from.
And did you see yourself being here, having a label, being so emotionally invested?
Yeah, because it's time for that. I've done everything else. Like, how
Right.
else do I get the fans excited if I don't introduce somebody else? That actually adds quality of life to what I'm doing.
Absolutely.
So if I break Skooly, WORL, Sleepy Hot, it's like, who is this guy? You know what I mean? I get to pop out, do my little 2
Right.
songs on their show.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Follow them around, they tour, get on their nerves, you know what I'm saying? Just like, that's my plans. Like, what y'all out here doing? Like, Shawty, what you doing out here? Like, I ain't got nothing to do. I'm coming out with you tonight. Just like getting on their nerve.
Right.
Just like, man, they be on their butt to my man, you need to take your old ass home somewhere. Yeah, here goddamn messing up the whatever, but I don't like this here, boy. I have my own bus, I'm pushing up on you. Where you at? North Carolina. We down the street.
We are in North
Yeah,
Carolina.
boy, that's my whole dream. Like, pop up on what time you going on skate?
Right.
Yeah, like that's what I'm on. So like they got to go. That's why I'm mad at. Like y'all got to make it.
Right.
Cause who else I'm gonna pop up on? I go to everybody's show, but they don't be connected to me.
Why y'all do that?
No, like I go to people like say
Yeah.
this like Khaled. He has he has Khaled and friends, right?
Right.
So I would like to do that internally.
that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's how I like have, and then it works out both ways to where I need them. Man, I got to do
Right.
such and such. College, pull up. What I
Right.
mean? They're gonna be so excited to see you. So it's gonna work in both ways.
Are you surprised when you go to a show and you are seeing, their fans show them love and you're just like, okay, I remember these times. I'm excited for you.
Yeah, because you got to get a fan. It's about getting a new fan every day. So this stuff right here
Yes.
can help you get a fan. Like you got all this stuff counts. This
Yep.
counts. You know what I'm saying? So
Everything counts.
in order to get to 100, you got to get to 1 first.
Absolutely.
So that's like what Hott was saying. Like you come in, you get
Yeah.
1 million views one day. That'd be people. So on the outside looking in, it was before he got in. People were paying for views. People were tricking the computer.
Right.
It was so
Oh,
much
man.
stuff that they were doing to where it'll have an average Joe looking at stuff like, man, who this is? Man, he got all these views, but really he done tricked the whole system. And,
Right.
and that stuff it's air. It don't even last long.
It eventually falls apart.
It don't even last long when the cat's out the bag. So with them, they really doing they groundwork. They really doing they got their boots tied up. So that's important too.
That's the longevity in the game. That's the work that you do now so that when you are in position like where 2 Chainz is now, you could look back and you could do the same thing and you can help others and you have your own business. And, for me, when I've seen your career, 2 Chainz, like even when it comes to fashion, like you did a collab with Versace, wasn't that last year? I remember, I think I was going to the website and I saw the collaboration. I was like,
Thank you.
you are everywhere.
Thank you for
Yeah.
acknowledging that
I was happy.
as a peer. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. I saw that and I was happy. I was like, I don't know where you've always imagined yourself, and not that you ever needed validation from Versace or anything. Not that you needed it.
No, but I appreciated it.
But you enjoyed the moment,
appreciated it,
right?
yeah,
And I think
absolutely.
it's nice to see those wins, collective wins, right? And I think it's nice to see you passing it on to others that you want to see win.
Man, that's a blessing, man. From the hood, Versace, collaboration. Over in Milan, kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, man, anything can happen, man.
Anything is possible.
I'm telling you, man, it's wild out here, man. Man, these people won't understand none of your background, none of the stuff you've been through. They just intrigued by you right now in their presence. And it's
Right.
just like, you
Enjoy the moment.
You accept it.
What happened to the Family Feud situation? So I thought it was supposed to come out, and I really was looking for y'all on Family Feud.
We did it, but you know how they shoot it and put it out.
When is it gonna be out?
I don't know. They ain't even tell us when it's gonna go out yet, though. But we can't tell y'all the story.
Okay.
But you should check it out.
Okay, can you give us a hint? Who did what? How did everybody do collectively?
We are. Oh well, first of all, Sleepy and Skooly, they missed their flight, so they didn't make it.
What happened? Wait, no, talking to the mic. We
That
want to.
conversation, that conversation you,
That man want to get some food.
that conversation you were having earlier about being
That
late,
man want to get some food,
we
man.
was tripping.
Okay, at least you owned up to it.
That's what I'm like. Family Feud.
Family Feud
He
is.
should know better.
Come on, it's all right. We learned from that situation, right?
Yep, show
So
must
wait,
go
were you
on.
both late? Both of y'all were.
Did not make it. Had to get replacements. On the other hand, he became a star on Family Feud. The man Steve Harvey didn't stop talking about Hott Locked N with his. He got this gun tattooed on his head. He started talking about that, and then Hott actually won us. Who won us around? You were one of y'all. World won us around because we couldn't even
Okay,
get.
yes, World, yes.
Man. So it was fun. I was a little upset at first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Obviously. Cause
Right.
I just be wanting some stuff to just go, but it ended up working out.
I'm excited to see
I don't know
this.
who won because we can't tell y'all who won yet.
Got it.
But it was a very good game, very competitive game, and make sure you watch it. When
Yeah, no, I'm excited to see that because I was looking for it. I was like, so where's the full episode? So it's
Yeah.
gonna be airing, but sometime later.
Yeah, sometime later, man. They ain't give us no definitive date yet.
Okay. How long did the tattoo of Kobe Bryant numbers take for you?
I don't know. I was talking to everybody. Yeah, it didn't take long.
20 minutes?
About 25, 30 minutes.
It looks
Nene.
painful.
Shout out to Nene. He be coming to the house. I get tattoos all the time. I got Nene from Ty Dolla $ign and YG. He does their tattoos as well as Mustard. So I snatched them up. I be
Getting your tattoos.
borrowing them sometime.
I think the one thing that is the same amongst everybody is that it still hurts. Right? Like even just sitting here right now and talking to you, I'm so happy. It's just still just remembering the greatness behind Kobe. And, you know, I grew up originally on the West. So, you know, I was like 10 watching Kobe when he first came in the game. So it was like, you know, him winning was us young kids winning. And that's what he represented. Not to take anything away from Michael Jordan or anything. It was just like the age. He was just so much older. I couldn't really connect, but Kobe was that guy. For you, 2 Chainz, what did Kobe Bryant mean to you?
He was I think he was motivation for anybody who did.
Right.
Well, really, I would say entertainment, but I would say just going to work, period, as far as that whole Mamba mentality
Yeah.
that we all talk about today. I felt like he led by actions. Because I used to talk about, I did an interview I looked up a long time ago where I tried to explain it, and it came out probably a little wrong, but I was telling people I rap like Kobe Hoop. And I think that they was trying to say, whatever, I don't know what, but I was basically saying that Kobe practices so much behind the scenes that we don't see, and that's me in the studio. I'm in the studio every day, all day, so when it's time for me to perform, I'm down to take the last shot. I'm down to record in front of anybody.
Right.
I'm so effortless with this rap stuff because I do it so much, and that's what we saw with Kobe. He made everything look so effortless because he practiced on it so much behind the scenes. So that was one of the biggest things that I picked up from him, and just a few gems that he dropped in conversations we had, and just stuff like that. I mean, it was just a terrible demise.
It really. It still feels like a nightmare. Yeah, I can't even imagine what all the families feel.
Yeah.
You know, everybody that was
Yeah,
part
all
of
the
that
families,
tragedy.
Rest in peace to
I mean, it's
everyone
tough.
on there.
It's a reminder of appreciating the moment. Again, I think, you know, hearing you talk about taking the time to reflect at this moment right now, even if it feels hard, it's like, no, I'm here. I'm present. I'm enjoying this right now. Are you enjoying this process right now? Or do you feel,
process,
just being able to put other people on and being in the position that you are where you can nurture and where you can look out for other artists?
Well, yeah, for me, on the honest note, I stopped traveling with entourages a long time ago. When I go out, it's 7 people, and they're all employees of mine. I have a DJ, cameraman, 2 security. road manager, so on and so forth. You know,
It's a business.
It's definitely a business.
Right.
So I don't have extra people around.
No friends like
Not
in that way.
doing that. Like everybody has a job description.
Right.
So for me, you know, sometimes it would get a little crazy on the road when I ain't have nobody
Right.
like-minded people around, and nobody I can kick it with or do some of the same things that I
Right.
did around. So it honestly feels real good to have them around because it's like some little brothers, some little badass
Mm.
little boys, and every time we go somewhere, I'm like, bro, don't touch that. Come back over here, Shawty, where your brother at? Like I'm just like trying to, but it's like we all together, we going together, we gonna lead together.
I'm glad you all are really enjoying this process because, you know, it's not this fun. I'm not trying to scare you off from the future and the success, but this is like, trust me when I tell you, this is the fun part.
They have to do all this by themselves. When it's time
Yeah,
to
and it's
drop,
not
like,
as fun. And it's like,
This is hard. But this jump be crazy. And then a lot of artists, they get so fed up. I don't want to. I'm going back to smoke. I'm out of here.
Yes.
And then they be like, don't bring them around anymore. But really, the artists really be needing a minute, and they
Right.
set up a schedule so crazy that. You don't know it. You good. You just got here from
Right.
from a beach, but like some of us,
right.
some people might not eat something, so it's a different reaction with some people with this. So I think it's cool that we all moving like how we move, and we all a little lethargic,
Right.
but like we able to pass the mic,
Right.
and they know I'm a covered anyway. I'm just a talking ass anyway. So.
All right, so before you guys go, I want to play a fun game, okay? And so everyone's going to be involved in this, and it's basically who's who. So I'm going to ask a question, and then you guys tell me who that person is, okay? All right, so who would you say stays in the studio the longest?
Me escape.
Skate.
Okay, so what about you, Skooly? Who do you think?
I'm gonna say Sleepy. No,
Yeah?
I'm gonna say. You saying everybody?
Well, like, who out of everybody stays in the studio the longest?
Chainz.
I'm gonna tell you, I'd probably be the first one out of there, boy.
Two
I'd probably be the first one out of there, man.
Chainz.
Now,
Two
I'm like, hey,
Big bro stay in there the
long.
longest. I think safe to say he got our schedule like it is.
Right.
He definitely got mine like it is since I've been with him day one. Since I've been with him the first day I started recording with him late. It's been my schedule has been crazy. Sleep
It's all right. It's
pattern,
paying off. It's
sleep
paying off.
pattern has to pay off.
Right.
I have
It has to work.
insomnia is
Right.
real.
All right, who's the best cook? Who would you say?
I can't keep it. Yeah. I ain't know. We ain't never tasted each other food.
That's a good answer.
Okay, wait, World, you said you? Okay, wait, hold on. It's all right. You can own up to it. Nobody else
What you
wants
cooking,
to.
Gento?
I be cooking all type of stuff. I know how to get on that oven, Tony.
What you got going on? Name one of your meals. You cook-
I like cooking spaghetti.
I'll take
well.
spaghetti.
You don't like spaghetti?
We ain't in your
I
spaghetti.
ain't talking about that wet
I
spaghetti.
ain't in your spaghetti.
I ain't talking about that
I
wet
don't want
spaghetti.
No, not none of that.
Not down to that.
Man,
We gonna
y'all
cook us
crazy.
something else.
We gonna try, but that what got them about shot now. We don't want none of that spaghetti.
Man, spaghetti.
Spaghetti's the one?
Yes.
Spaghetti.
I
We
got
talking
to
about
cook.
ramen noodle with ketchup, man. We don't want that.
I'm
Okay.
tired of noodles.
Who's the best athlete?
Tony. Big Tony.
I don't know how to play no ball.
Big Tony. He is. Tony
Ball
with
well.
everybody.
Ball well.
What's wrong with you? Keep talking about these about.
But so when we did the old head versus the young crew at the basketball court, number threes, and I used to ball in the football. Welcome all apart. Don't play with me.
Yeah, shout out to
I
football.
was the best at it. Man, I ball
Cap.
for real.
I
ball.
Welcome on.
Did you play for a team?
No.
What you mean that I play for the team? I'm starting.
Where?
I won
Welcome
championship
all, Paul.
in middle school, all that. Man, I
What
went to
that
the
is?
championship and all that. Boy,
Welcome
stop
all,
playing
Paul.
What it is?
with me. But so you don't know Welcome All Park yet?
I don't.
He ain't even know what the network.
I'm not being funny, huh?
Man, I don't even know what old national.
Okay, who's
from
who's always tired?
Me.
We both. I'll be tired. I know I'd be tired. I'd be tired.
Okay, Two Chainz, who do you think is always tired?
Hot.
Okay.
Stay tired. I'd be so
Hot
good
beat.
over there. I just ready to
Hot
crash.
He be talking in his. I believe he be sleepwalking.
Okay, who's the funniest out of everybody?
Me.
Probably hot.
No, it's between. It's between WORL and Hot.
Really?
If you would have just been at the if you would have just been in our last little
I just killed them too in the skate. I just killed them.
Y'all crazy.
And them boys crazy.
So who would you say hot between you and WORL?
I don't know, me and Gento, but me and Gento have a good time together, boy. I swear, boy. Me and Gento have a good time, boy. I'm talking about amazing time, boy.
What's that?
I don't know. If we neck and neck with it. I don't know.
I get it to you, Hot.
All right, who's always on their phone? Who's checking their DMs the most?
Sleep. Man, don't put that phone
Wow.
down. Ever, man.
Stay on your phone,
Never
man.
put that phone down, man.
You stay on your phone. Skate though.
That
Skate stay on his
boy.
phone, but
That skate.
yeah, Skooly be on his phone all the time though. Skooly and
At
really
least you
Skooly,
own
though.
it.
I'll take that.
Really Skooly though, for real. When I just think about it, he be talking to you on FaceTime with somebody else, but just in your, you don't even know. It's just a whole girl sitting right there. Yeah.
You do that. Oh yeah.
Man, he do that. Let the girl see his chin. Yeah.
You know, it's certain girls now people want to talk and hear you breathe. They okay with calling just to hear you breathe and letting you hear them breathe.
Okay.
And you
Indeed.
okay with that too. But then it's some that really got to talk or you hanging up.
Okay. Teach me. Learn me.
2 Chainz, you miss this time at all? When you see them and they're talking about, oh yeah, I was FaceTiming this girl or
No, they
coming
don't-
into the game.
They don't talk like that. They some players. They up under me, man. We don't be doing no lying stuff over here. They players now. They know we don't be doing no kissing and telling, ladies. Y'all got some players. I done released some real players, and you know these guys in the industry. They be wanting to just
Yeah,
catch
no.
your body and rap about you, and
Yep.
put you, hurt your little feeling. Well, these guys have been through T.R.U. University. They're all players. They not kissing and
I'm
telling.
going to sing about you.
So they're gentlemen's.
They gentlemen.
Wow, I like how
Well,
Sleepy's so
Southside, the
excited
big
about
head
this
there.
right now.
Oh yeah, but he a little raunchy, man.
Hot.
Hey, listen here.
He's something wrong with that.
I might make an R&B song about it.
No, Hey,
Is everyone in a relationship or not in a relationship?
I'm a bachelor.
I'm
I
in
need
a
to get that
relationship.
straight.
World's in a relationship and he's proud of it. I like this. Okay, Sleepy, how about for you?
Something like that.
Okay, it's complicated. Okay, that's
Hugh
complicated.
Hefner, me, man. Playboy Bunny. Big mansion, how all that. Big booty Judy burn the house down. I want all of them. Every single one of them. But if
Living
I find
life.
the right one, I ain't got no problem with, you feel me?
Right.
For the right one, but till then, Bunny ready.
Listen, till then you gotta live your life, right?
We just living life right now.
Living life.
They only 20, 21 though. Like you gotta.
They
Nancy,
talk
you
like
gotta
they lived a long
You
time.
gotta let them. You gotta let them boys. They got to stretch out a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But they know how to do it. That's the
Right.
thing, man. Like, you know what I mean? Just protect yourself and be a player.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Protect
'Cause
yourself.
You know some folks ain't trying to work ever in life, period. So
Right.
you just got to think how you got to move where you won't be taking care of folks you don't even know.
Right. Protect yourself.
Yeah, stuff like
Absolutely.
that. So they got it, though. They some real players. I've been around. They some players. They know how to move.
Hot, I could already tell. This is a
Yeah,
whole
except
situation.
Hot. Everything I'm talking about
The minute he walked out, I was
It's
like,
about
he's a
everybody
situation.
except everything I'm talking about is about all of us except Hot. I can't speak for him. I'm talking about the whole gang.
I
Mine
love
is
this. This is such a great chemistry, though.
Yeah.
You know, it's nice to see everybody just having fun and very comfortable with one another. That's very rare. And that's the best type of chemistry that you want to have, and that kind of support system in this game. It's rare.
I think that's what it's all about.
Right.
That's how you make great music.
Yes.
I think that's in the ingredients.
Of course.
Having this energy
Yeah.
around you. So
Right. So 2 Chainz, before you guys get out of here, are you gonna really, really just put one last album out and be done with music?
No,
Okay,
that's a
good.
lie. Yeah, y'all getting it twisted. I have one more album left with Def Jam.
Right. But that's not the end of.
And then I'm gonna see who else got a really, really big bag for me. let's be
There it
honest.
is.
Yeah, let's be clear.
Right. Know
Why
your
would I
worth.
stop now? This is too fun. I
Right.
love doing this. I still get surprised at some of the metaphors and some of the point of views and storylines that I'm telling in my music today, I still get like a kick out of going to the studio.
Right. And you're there the longest.
I had studio booked tonight from 11 to 6 a.m. They just canceled it because I got to do T.R.U later. But that's my normal schedule in the studio.
Sheesh.
I come up here. My engineer at the hotel, he the luckiest white boy alive. He get to go everywhere with me. Like, everywhere. Like, he got to come with me because I sit up in my room. I sit up anywhere. So, no, I love music too much. This was just something that I needed to do. Like, like giving away turkeys every Thanksgiving. That's like, man, everybody doing that's cliche. That's one of the most big cliches to me. So like this, the way I'm giving turkeys back to the hood, I'm gonna put them on and they can do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm giving back with these gentlemen right here, and we're gonna branch out and keep growing. But right now, it started with these initial. The 4 horsemen right here that I got, and they from Atlanta, different sides of the town, west side, you know what I'm saying, south side. We all family, we all bros, and we all here to just make each other better, man. Like, ain't nothing like all us eating, you know what I'm saying? Being able to eat it, you know what I'm saying? That's what it's about.
When anyone wins, everyone wins.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you guys for coming here today. I know the schedule's probably crazy. Y'all probably mad tired, but I really appreciate y'all coming in today. And, you know, letting people know who you are individually and collectively, but I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Of course.